What a beauty. Hey up, welcome back. Today we're going to take a look at the Rtech MIG 180. Let's get set up. Right, here it is. So I'll just take you for a quick look around it. And we'll go into a bit more detail. It's a very nice welder. I'll zoom you out a little bit. Right, we'll just talk a little bit through here. So you've got your standard Euro MIG torch. We'll go down here, obviously your earth. Now this you can buy the leads to use the MMA, stick welder, just a case of putting your leads in there, flicking that switch over, and then you've got your stick welder. You'll notice, if we look here, we've even got the option of buying a spool gun, so you can weld aluminium. I've not got that though. I'll probably look into getting a TIG welder at some point in the future. Never had a good way of TIG, but I'd like to try it. But yeah, so obviously that's your amps for your stick welder. Got your wire speed, wire voltage, and your little display. This display, well, I thought it might have actually told you as you're changing your voltage, but it doesn't. It only works when you're actually using the gun. I know there's a lot of welders like that, but it would have been nice if it actually displayed what you'd set it to as you were setting it. Yeah, so let's have a look. This is the torch that comes with it. I'll just get this out, show you how long it is. I can't remember offhand exactly what the length is, but well, as you can see, there's a good bit of length to it. It's definitely a decent size. And earth clamp. It's just your standard. I mean, these are not very expensive clamps, but I mean, you can get worse. This is quite a nice clamp that comes with it. And then obviously your earth wire is quite a bit longer. You've got plenty of length on this. It's like it's almost full length of my garage. It's plenty long enough that for what you'd need. Now obviously I've got mine on a stand. You can, it's not an heavy machine. You can, I'd say it would be quite portable. You can use this, I mean I've got it set up with gas. It comes with the gauge, everything you need other than gas it comes with. But it's, if I just show you in here, right, you can use it with the gasless flux core wire. That is an option. I believe you just have to swap them over. Not entirely sure. I'll have to look at that again, look it up. Like I say, I'll alt specs out and put a picture at specs, so you can pause it and have a look at that. But yeah, got single roller feed. This rollers, it comes with a 0.6, and you flip it over and it's a 0.8. So that's, I mean, you're not going to be welding without bigger in this sort of size machine anyway. But you know, it's a little bit fiddly. I mean, I've got big hands, and trying to feed a new reel in, that's probably, it can be very tricky. I had to get some needle nose pliers so I could grab it and feed it in. But once you've got it on it, unless you're swapping sizes all the time, that won't be an issue. So, yeah, let's get it fired up and show you a bit more, show you it working. See if I can set up camera in helmet so you can see a weld. Don't know whether I'll be able to manage that one, like, but we'll have a go. Alright, yep, let's get it sorted. Forgot to mention, power cord, that's decent length on that as well. Doesn't come with a plug, you have to put a plug on. But as you can see, just your standard 3-pin plug will work this. The ampage on this welder goes from 25 to 180. I think with the standard plug you can go, I think, up to 150, but you need a, I think it's a 16 amp fuse to get full power out of it. But we'll try it out. I mean, I've just got a standard one. We'll stick it on full power and see what happens. Worst it's going to do is just trip me power, but I can't see it happening, to be honest. I think they just tell you that just to be on the safe side. So yeah, let's get it sorted. We'll set it up and give it a bash. Right, so got your power, yeah. I'll just see, fan kicked in. It's not very loud. I don't know how loud it'll be on camera. It tends to be a bit different on when you're filming it, but me stood here now, it's not very loud at all. It's definitely not going to annoy you while you're working. Well, when I've been working, I've not noticed it, to be honest with you. Kind of blank it out. So yeah, it's, as you can see, the knobs feel really nice and smooth to operate. So let's right, if you've noticed as well, I've got the plasma cutter down there. That'll be a separate review, that, as well as the welding helmet. Now, I've used a lot of welding helmets, and to be honest, this one, for the price, it's bloody brilliant. It's like, it's the first welding helmet I've had where I can actually see what I'm doing. Yeah, so that'll be a separate review and all. So we'll get set up, stick a couple of welds down. Let's see how crap my welding is. Right, I've got some thin bits of plate, well, bits of scrap what I've got. I don't know if you can see that. So we'll try just doing a lap joint on these, see what it comes out like. It's either be crap or it won't. It's I love it. I think it's such smooth welder compared to ones that I use at work. Anyway, it's just seems really lovely. Hardly any hardly any spatter. It's just a lovely welder. It will, according to specs, it'll weld up to 6 mil in one pass, or you can weld up to 15 mil in multiple passes with this, which is quite impressive to be honest. I mean, I'm never going to need any bigger than that, and if I ever do need any bigger than that, we've got bigger welders at work, so I can just borrow one of them. So yeah, we'll crank it up a little bit now. Try with a little bit thicker. See how that welds. I'll just try and see if I've got a spare slitting disc. Chop a piece off, and we'll do a butt joint on that and see how that comes out. Right, got that set up. I've turned power up a little bit now. We are still using the 0.6 wire, so do bear that in mind. This is pretty much where I've got it set to. So let's try that. Might have to turn it up a little bit more, but we'll give it a go. See how this one comes out. Yeah, I'll have to turn it up a little touch. Right, had to turn it up a little bit more. Obviously, I like to do a couple of test runs before I actually go on to the piece that I'm working on. But yeah, just for a quick setup, it's is it ever going? Struggling to focus on that, but you can see where I started pretty shitty, but then when I turned it up a little bit more, it's not a too bad weld. Let's see if I can get it to focus. I know I'm showing my crappy welding skills off here. Yeah. So as you can see at start, a bit too low on power. I reckon could do it, turn it power up a little bit more. But for 0.6 wire, it's I think, is it 8 mil or something like that? So this is yeah, 8 mil flat bar. I don't think that's too bad at all. So I'll show you what I've got it set to. Obviously, if I got my 0.8 wire in, I wouldn't need the wire speed to be as high as what it is. It's just a case of fine tuning. You find out once you get that sweet spot, just make a note of it, and then you know next time. So we'll just stick this in vise, see whether I can break it off. Yeah, that's not going to work in that vise. Let's spin you around here. And there we go. So, if you've not got one of these vices, leg vice, well worth looking at, trying to get one. Yeah, it's actually bending the bar now. Bloody hell. Did a better weld than what I thought I did. So, can you see? Got good penetration. To say I didn't really put a counter, like a chamfer on it, should I say. So, it's quite impressive. So, let's we'll get set up for another test run, and then I'll see if I can fit you. Don't think I'm going to be able to do that, but well, as you can see, that's this welding helmet, very good visibility. It's one of the best ones I've ever used. I've had like quite expensive ones at work, and none of them have been like what this one is, for being able to see what you're doing. I think this one like 100 quid. I'll do a full review on this at some point. So let's see if we can set up and do a bit more welding. Right, I think that's as good as I'm going to get it. I've got that welding helmet in a right balancing act, so hopefully it don't fall off. This is, I don't know if you can see it, but that's what I'm going to use at the minute. It's proper old crappy thing, but better than not. So I'll just give that lens a bit of a clean. Right, just get my gloves on. Right. Positions right. Right, let's see how this one goes then. Lovely. God, that helmet's crap. Yeah. There we go. So, I quite like it. I think it's for it, if you need to do any welding on car, which I had to do to get our lass's car through MOT. Bloody brilliant. So, yeah. Right, so there we have it. Bloody brilliant machine, if you ask me. I did a lot of research before I bought that. It was, well, I'm probably looking at MIG welders for a good 6 months. And I kept coming back to Rtech. It kept popping up, and I kept thinking, you know, it looks good. We'll see what else there is. And to be honest, I could not find a bad review on it. And it just loads of good reviews on them. You get a 3-year warranty, which, so if fault breaks, you just ring them up, you say, my welder's broke. They'll send someone out, pick it up, repair it and fetch it back for you. You know, within no time, they'll pick it up straight away. I mean, you can't grumble. I mean, it's not the cheapest welder by far, but it's certainly not the dearest. And you can even get it on 0% finance if that's what you want, you know, over 6 or 12 months, just pay like 50 quid a month or something like that. It's bugger all. As for problems with it, there ain't none. Well, the only thing that I could say is a problem is I struggle putting wire in. I just can't get my hand in. Do you call that a problem or just fat hands? I don't know. But other than that, it's bloody brilliant. I'm happy that I went with that one. I'm sure if you were looking at this video, you've probably considered getting one yourself. I highly recommend them. I think it's a really good machine. Weld smooth. You can use your stick welding with it. You can buy spool gun for aluminium welding. I'll probably never buy one of them. I might buy leads for stick welding. I have got a little crappy stick welder down here. Let's see if I can show you this. Down there, look, I've had that one years. As you can see, it's a bit battered now. So I might get rid of that and buy leads for this. Have that as a stick welder. But yeah, like I say, I'll be doing a review on the plasma cutter at some point, and that welding helmet, that's yeah, it's fantastic. So if you enjoyed the video, remember to subscribe. Make sure you don't miss our next one. I'll catch you later. Cheers.